When I walk into a classroom, I walk up the front of the class and say, I am autistic, I don't hear very well, I don't see very well, and I have a learning disability. Yet here I am, I'm running this class.
People don't talk about equity, diversity, and inclusion nearly enough. There's research that shows that when you have a more diverse student population, there's actually more learning that takes place.
When you're working with students who identify along the LGBTQ2SIQQA spectrum, they are students who are dealing with multiple levels of their sexual identity. For me, where I felt that in some areas of my life, like within my job, I could be myself, I could be open, I could explore who I was, whereas in other parts of my life, I had to hide who I was.
When I've used examples, I've had students come up to me after class and say, well, what is that? And I've said, well, that's just a certain commodity or a certain good. And they said, well, we don't have that where I'm from. So you gave a whole example and I had no idea what you were talking about.
If we approach a teaching and learning environment as a place where we are learners as well and learning about the people in our class, I think that we're already making steps to creating a much more safer, inclusive environment.
Our first job is to promote critical thinking, to make more aware, to take them out of their comfort zone.
I found that often people learn in different ways or bring strengths to the table in their own ways. I might not be able to set up a tripod, for example, but I could be a great creative director. So if the rubric is only set up a tripod, but sorry, we have no room for a creative director, I'm probably not going to shine in that space.
We're not doing our job as educators if we're not aware of EDI issues around the university and in our classroom and with our students at a specific level.
If you're going to be an ally in the cause of EDI, let those people who come from marginalized groups, historically marginalized groups, lead the way.
I think we should incorporate course content that's truly relevant and that reflects Indigenous experiences and knowledges. Aboriginal people are not just one group. We are an extremely diverse population.
Once we were the ones being researched, and now we are becoming the researchers. Institutes and higher education really should be making much more of a concerted effort to recruit and hire Aboriginal faculty. I hope that my son, who also is entering university, will be able to make more monumental changes for the next 7 generations of our people.